Dude, yeah, we'll go. I don't even do that. All right, now, this next gentleman here works all over the country. I'm going to give him introduction number 4. Works all over the country, colleges and clubs. Please welcome Adam Feuerberg. I got it, right?
I never have step cause I'm not a half stepper. Drink a lot of soda so they call me Dr. Pepper.
Hi everybody, this is my first time doing the Ice House, everybody. How cool is this? Thank you. Super excited to be here. Rudy was a little worried about pronouncing my last name. It's a difficult last name. It's supposed to be pronounced Feuerberg. If you ever see it spelled, it's spelled Feuerberg. I almost lost my place there for a moment. It's German. It's supposed to be pronounced Feuerberg, and it means in German, it means fire mountain, which is kind of cool, right? Yeah, but somehow when my family came to America, it got changed to Feuerberg. So, of course, growing up at school, all the kids called me Feuerberger. And for those of you who don't know what that means, basically my name went from Fire Mountain to Hairy Vagina Sandwich. So. That's how that works. Names are funny, though. They're always kind of silly. My sister has a pair of twins, a boy and a girl, and their names are very different. The girl has this beautiful Latin name, Lillian Micol, which means flower of God. And the boy's name is Asher Herschel, or Jew-face for short. So. And they say he looks a lot like me, so. He's screwed. He's so screwed. Yeah. Actually, my mom is from Puerto Rico and my dad is Jewish, so that's where the name differences come in, the Jewish and the Latin and stuff. And I don't know, people always get confused though about the fact that I'm Puerto Rican and Jewish. I remember one time at a place where I worked, a friend of mine found that out and he said, "Adam, you're Jewish. You can't be Puerto Rican." Thought that was kind of an ignorant thing to say, you know? So after I felt compelled to educate him, right? So after work, my Puerto Rican side shanked him in the parking lot. And then my Jewish side helped him sue the owners of the parking lot, so. Douchebag had it coming. He had it coming, right? But we made a mint. We made a clean mint on that one, I tell you. We did pretty good. I get a lot of, because again, the look, the Puerto Rican and Jewish, I've been told that I'm ethnically ambiguous. That's the phrase that they like to use. I'm surprised I was even able to say it. Those are both very big words. But I get weird comments about my look. I remember a little while ago, I was getting my headshots taken, you know, the pictures you have to get as an actor, and the photographer asked me to take off my glasses, so I did. Okay? And then she just stared at me for 5 minutes. And then she said, "You would make a great terrorist banker." And she said it with such conviction that I couldn't tell if she was racist or trying to recruit me, you know, And when she said that, all I was like, "Hey, 24 is going to be on TV again soon. Sweet, I got this. I'm going to get a job. I get work." Oh, man. But you know what? You have to be careful. You have to be careful with racial humor. You always have to be very careful. You don't know how people are going to take it. I remember I was at a show not too long ago. There was a comic on stage, little white dude. He was telling jokes about black people, and he was lost the audience. They weren't with him. It just came off as bad. And I remember in an act of desperation, he bailed on his material. And he was like, "What? You guys think I'm really racist? You guys don't think any of this is funny? Look, I have a tattoo of Malcolm X on my chest." And he removed his shirt to show the tattoo. The problem is he didn't realize it was actually a tattoo of Denzel Washington. As Malcolm X, like... It didn't come out that long ago, man. Like, know your shit, dude. Gotta be careful. But you know, I discovered at a job that I had once that potentially I might be racist. It was a thing that I had to deal with. Okay, I had a job where I didn't really interact with anyone in person. All the employees I dealt with, it was over the phone. And one of the guys, I'm not making this up, his last name was Beaner. All right, that was, I know, I'm Latin too. I'm embarrassed too, but I had to say it. That was his name. That was his name. And then we had a company party, and I met the guy, and he was like this 6 foot tall, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, real Aryan-looking dude. And as a Jew, that scares the shit out of me. So I couldn't tell what made me more racist. The fact that I heard Mexican or I saw Nazi, which is... I think I'm just a dick. I think that's what it is. I'm just not a good person. I had to learn that about myself. But you know what? It's so weird how like racial, like all that stuff always comes up like in the news. The big story in sports for me right now, and I keep following it, are how upset Native Americans are with how they are portrayed in professional sports, right? You have the Washington Redskins using essentially a racial slur as their team name. And then you have the Cleveland Indians using a logo called Chief Wahoo. You guys ever seen Chief Wahoo before? Yeah, it's a cartoon character with red skin and a big goofy cartoon smile on his face. Kind of racist, right? So one Native American rights group decided to use the Chief Wahoo logo and compare it to other ethnic groups to see how people would react. The first one is they took that big goofy cartoon smile, they put it on the face of an Asian person, and they called that team the San Francisco Chinamen. I know. Getting red in the face myself just saying it out loud, you know? But the next one, this is where they lost me, all right? They took that big goofy cartoon smile, they put it on the face of like a rabbi-looking dude, and they called that team the New York Jews. And I don't know, I thought that was counterproductive, because now I just want to know, where can I get my New York Jews hat? Where can I buy one of those, you know? Jews, we have a sense of humor about this stuff, okay? I have a t-shirt. It looks like it says Cowboys. It really says Jew Boys. And there's a 6-pointed star on the helmet. Could you imagine these are real sports teams? The New York Jews, win or lose, they're always under the salary cap. Always. Dallas Jew Boys, not a lot of athletes. Great front office, though. Great front office. Make a lot of key trades at the deadline, you know? I just imagine one of the New York Jews gets injured, and the team doctors there is treating him, and the player's mom's like, "Why can't you be more like him? Why can't..." Well, I hear my mom say that shit to me all the time, so. Growing up, my favorite sports video game was NFL Blitz. I loved NFL Blitz. Yeah. Few people know. People are clapping because it wasn't really about football, right, dude? No, it was about committing horrible acts of violence after the play. There were no rules in this game. That was the thing. And it was cool 20 years ago, and now it leads to lawsuits. There are crazy lawsuits against the NFL right now for head injuries. That's why my favorite player in the NFL right now is a guy named Ndamukong Suh of the Detroit Lions. Yeah, that's right, man. He's this dude knows. He's the closest thing to NFL Blitz we're going to get to real life. He gets fined like every other game for doing some horrible, dirty play. Last year on Thanksgiving, this guy got in trouble for stepping on another dude's face with his cleats on national television. In his mind, he just pressed B. He just... thought it was part of the game. All right. One more before I get out of here, you guys. I love advertising. I love commercials. I think they're really funny. But you know what? I feel like nowadays the advertisers know their audiences a little too well. They know them way too well, and it's creeping me out, okay? I was watching TV the other night, and it was that commercial. The first ad I saw was for Bosley Hair Clinic. The second ad was for LASIK eye surgery. The next ad was for Extends Male Enhancement. And then the last ad was for a suicide hotline. All of which occurred during the 1 a.m. Star Trek The Next Generation. What the fuck? All right, I'm Adam Feuerberg. Good night, guys. Thank you very much. Good up for Rudy.
Your name is special ed, so won't you suckle with the mission? I never walk the street, think it's all about me. Even though deep in my heart, it really get beat. I just try my best to...
Give it up for my friend, Adam Feuerberg. We grew up in the same area. He went to school with me and the Schwarzes and the Mexicans.